There will be nothing like it. Open the straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, President Donald J. Trump.
So Jimmy Kimmel just delivered one of his most blistering takedowns of Trump's unhinged Easter weekend Iran threats. This perfectly captures how Trump turned Easter Sunday into a warmongering spectacle while literally standing next to the Easter Bunny. Let's break down this masterclass in political comedy.
I believe that's a letter from Paul to the Corinthians. You know, we've heard the word unhinged a lot this weekend, probably more than any weekend ever.
The religious irony here is staggering. Trump posted "Praise be to Allah" while threatening Iran on Christianity's holiest day. Political scientists have documented how authoritarian leaders weaponize religious language. Trump's doing it so carelessly, he's mixing up religions while threatening World War III.
You're finishing your Easter brunch, cleaning up, the kids are running out to the yard to find jelly beans, and suddenly your 79-year-old grandpa stands up and he yells, "Open the straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah." You put him in the car, drive him straight to the emergency room, right?
This analogy nails why Trump's behavior is so dangerous. We've normalized the abnormal. Any family would hospitalize a grandfather acting this way, but somehow when it's the president with nuclear codes, we just shrug. The comparison exposes our collective cognitive dissonance perfectly.
4 hours later, he posted again an ultimatum. He wrote, "Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time." He's the only president who teases a bombing the same way ABC promotes new episodes of Will Trent. And then today, he changed that deadline.
This is brilliant analysis. Trump's treating military threats like reality TV because that's literally his background. He's applying entertainment industry tactics to warfare. The Tuesday 8 p.m. deadline sounds exactly like a season finale promo, except people die when presidents play showman.
He said Iran could be taken out by midnight tomorrow, but he didn't specify if that's our tomorrow or their tomorrow. We could start a World War III over a time zone error. Things are running like a Swiss watch, folks.
The time zone confusion isn't just comedy, it's genuinely terrifying. Nuclear doctrine requires precise communication. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, Kennedy and Khrushchev's careful language prevented war. Trump's sloppy threats could trigger conflict through pure miscommunication. That's not hyperbole, that's history.
And then, to make this all even more ridiculous, today the president and the first lady presided over the annual White House Easter egg roll. This is a tradition that dates back to 1878. And what you're about to see, even though we did not have video back when Rutherford B. Hayes was running the show, I have to believe that this would rank among, if not at the top, of the most preposterous moments in White House Easter egg roll history.
The contrast here is devastating. The Easter egg roll represents 146 years of American tradition and childhood innocence. Meanwhile, Trump's simultaneously threatening to bomb Iran. Previous presidents compartmentalized. They didn't mix warmongering with bunny suits because they understood presidential dignity matters.
Can you imagine the new Ayatollah sitting in his bunker, eating his yogurt and potatoes, watching TV, watching this lunatic bragging about blowing them up while, with no explanation, standing next to a man in a bunny suit? What is this cargouche?
This perspective is crucial. America's soft power depends on looking competent internationally. Diplomats from Tehran to Beijing watch these moments. When our president brags about bombing while posing with cartoon characters, it doesn't project strength. It projects instability and undermines serious negotiations.
Eggs is a big thing, and eggs is a big thing. I think that's our first lady. One of these two is. You know what? We've all forgotten which one our wife was at an Easter egg hunt.
The cognitive dissonance is staggering. Trump can't navigate a simple Easter egg hunt without confusion, yet he's making life-or-death military decisions. Reagan's early Alzheimer's was hidden from the public. We're watching Trump's decline in real time while he controls nuclear weapons.
And before we show this, I want to assure you, the words you are about to hear coming out of the president's mouth were not altered. We did not script this. This is not AI or a Donald Trump impersonator. This is our president chatting with children on the White House lawn.
The fact that comedy shows now need disclaimer about reality being unaltered speaks volumes. We're living through such surreal political moments that satirists have to verify they're not making things up. The line between reality and parody has completely collapsed under Trump.
We may have added one line from one kid, but other than that, it was all Donald. talking about auto pen and fake news with 4-year-olds.
This captures Trump's fundamental inability to read any room. Normal politicians adjust their message for their audience. You don't rant about fake news to 4-year-olds. His compulsive need to air grievances overwhelms basic social awareness, even with children present.
Trump was also spotted walking around with a drawing of a monument he is building to honor himself, that arch he wants to construct on the Washington Mall. The picture's crumpled because he'd been kissing it all morning. Oh, man, if he builds that thing, I hope that on the day he leaves office...
The crumpled monument drawing is perfect metaphor for Trump's narcissism. Even at a children's event, he's carrying around plans for his own glorification. Healthy leaders focus outward during public service. Trump's pathologically incapable of making anything about anyone else, even briefly.
And then just to cap it off, Trump gave us an update on that war we won 6 weeks ago, this time with musical accompaniment.
This entertainment approach to warfare is genuinely disturbing. Military actions have generational consequences. Families destroyed, regions destabilized. Trump's treating it like a game show because he's never faced real consequences. The musical accompaniment makes it even more grotesque and trivializing.
Him boasting about war crimes to the tune of Stevie Wonder?
The war crimes characterization isn't hyperbole. International humanitarian law prohibits targeting civilian infrastructure. Trump's bragging about destroying power plants and bridges to Stevie Wonder music, that's literally celebrating attacks on civilian targets, which constitutes war crimes under Geneva Conventions.
You know, there was a rumor going around over the weekend that Trump had been hospitalized at Walter Reed because he didn't appear in public from Wednesday to Sunday. The White House was aggressively defensive. They wrote, deranged liberals cook up insane conspiracy theories when POTUS goes 12 hours without speaking to press. Maybe that's because our deranged president never goes more than 12 minutes without speaking to press, but...
This analysis is spot on. Trump created his own credibility problem by posting obsessively for years. When someone who tweets hourly suddenly goes quiet, it naturally raises questions. He trained everyone to expect constant communication, then acts surprised when silence seems unusual.
To be clear, Trump was not hospitalized this weekend, even though he definitely should have been.
The underlying point here isn't really comedy, it's genuine concern about mental fitness. Any other profession would require psychological evaluation for this behavior. We wouldn't let an airline pilot or surgeon work while displaying these symptoms, yet somehow the presidency gets a pass.
This is a banner day for Dandy Don, coming off a full Easter Sunday meltdown. He answered questions from reporters for a full hour, which we have whittled down to the juiciest McNuggets, and here he is in full cognitive decline, our commander-in-chief.
The cognitive decline observation isn't partisan comedy, it's documented reality. Linguists have analyzed Trump's speech patterns over decades, showing measurable deterioration in vocabulary and coherence. This isn't about politics. It's about observable mental capacity for the world's most demanding job.
I find it very comforting to know those tiny, badly bruised hands are on the wheel of this country.
Behind the comedy lies genuine terror. Those hands control 3,750 nuclear warheads capable of ending civilization. Trump's impulsive, erratic behavior isn't just entertaining dysfunction, it's an existential threat to human survival. Sometimes comedy is how we process unthinkable fears about our reality.